Okay? People choose not to. That's, again, down to them. If they want to address it, listen, someone said to us once on here, you can agree with something and disagree with something if you like that person or not. That's absolutely fine. It's an opinion, that's how it is. The moment I start turning around and making it a slating thing and I'm running that person, that's no longer an opinion. I'm taking it to the next level. My opinion is fucking void then. My opinion is void. It means fuck all in the nicest possible way, right? Because I'm going at that person. It's a personal attack on them.
I said that this morning. I said exactly the same this morning.
It's a personal attack on them. Do I agree with what he said and done? No. Would I do it? No. Is it the right thing? No. But that's him. People, that's what he's done. That's how they do it. It's that simple. It is 100% that simple, right? What she's doing is inserting it, making it worse and trying to run people around. You know, she's the one that will come off worse. Listen, there's a saying, if you live in a glass house, don't throw fucking stones. And if you don't want to go head to head and toe to toe, don't fucking say anything. It's that simple. You've got to be fucking hard.
I just think we're allowing the worst things on this app now. Like, everything that's being said, we're just like brushing over it. I think we're on par with Nitty Talk now.
Oh my God, Nitty Talk alone.
Not legit.
Yeah, but so it's we as commentators, viewers, streamers, even those people that don't go live but jump in boxes and still have their opinions, right? We can't allow and say and do anything. We can't stop people from doing it. Okay? As much as we want to turn around and say, you know, get up and have a fucking rant with them, go for them, have an argument on that scenario. But there's no way to cancel it.
Literally, Nitty Talk and PLM have nothing on this side of TikTok anymore.
It's crazy.
It's talking on people's families, talking on people's DB, doxing kids, talking on kids. What is the difference between PLM and us now?
None at all. None whatsoever. In fact, it makes it worse because it's in a public eye. It's not in a server.
No one's saying nothing. They're just like, oh, we've spoke on it, so let's get over it now. Why should we get over it? When you're talking about people's kids, we should not say, let's get over it.
Kids shouldn't be spoken about on this app at all.
No,
Facts.
we shouldn't.
Facts,
we should never bring anything of it. I've said this time and time again. Trauma, personal issues, kids, dead relatives, family members, anything like that should not be brought up in any situation to win some form of argument. If you cannot win an argument based on the discussion that you're having, then you've lost your argument because you can't come back with something.
Yeah, people get personal then, don't they? Because they're losing an argument. That's the thing on here. They go in personal.
You just cannot do it. You can't keep going over the same thing. And that's the difficulty. And it's okay to disagree with somebody, but you can still have those opinions. You don't have to sit with them. And it's okay if one person likes them and another person doesn't. You can still have a friendship with other people. But it's not going to come off this app until people realise that, you know, what they're saying. And if you're sitting there and agreeing with that, calling someone a nonce is okay, right, just because you randomly want to do it, or you want to call someone, you want to attack them on a personal level, then you think, hang on a minute, drop back a bit. Let's not make it personal. Let's give it opinions. Let's say how it is, not fuck around.
It's not just that. You know, the FYP pages on here as well, they make a lot of drama because they clip stuff and stuff wasn't even said that people have said, and then it's made out that that's what's happened and it hasn't even happened that way.
Yeah.
Tell you what, a big, massive prime example of this is, so you know when Toxic Dan went for me, apparently I spoke on his relationship. When Papa Blaze jumped in the box, when everyone was talking about it and said, it went Top Girl messaging, it was me, and that wasn't even said, right? They clipped, so they clipped everything else, but didn't clip in when the box, when it was Papa Blaze coming in and saying, it was me messaging Lisa, not Top Girl.
Yeah, they clip it so bad and then it gets made out to be something it's not even, that's not what's happened at all.
Yeah, you know, and that's that. You know, there are some really good FYP pages on here. There's some really good FYP pages. I will say that. But let's be realistic about it. This present moment in time, with the way it's going, we either need to say something because we see it, and if you want to get up in the box, but I think people are too frightened at the present moment in time with what happens if you say something, that you will be attacked, not by one person, by a barrage of people that say that person's, what they're saying is okay.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. Like, I think we need to be able to head on, like, said, no, this is not right. We're not going to accept it. I don't care who you're around and who you're with. Do you know what I mean? Like, listen, everyone knows I don't like Alex Brigham, but people calling him a nonce, I don't agree with it. He's a father.
Yeah, 100%.
But again, I don't agree with him making jokes about 3-year-olds because he is a father. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And do you know, I kind of, when I came off yesterday talking about the clip that was in, that he felt he had to put himself in that position to get someone else out of trouble because they ran with something. I just felt, I felt that it was, and I didn't feel bad for him because that's the wrong word. I felt that went to an extreme level just to fucking get someone else out of trouble.
Who are you on about, Cara?
Yeah.
No, Cara was always saving his own ass for his own pocket line.
Of course he was. He's never on at that time either, so he was worried.
So, you know, I thought that was wrong.
I think as well, Corey was getting it from all angles, and everybody else, Miss J, Lottie, Alex, was getting nothing. Corey got the most amount of shit, but everybody else is like sat down, relaxing, like, well, I've not said this.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
If you look at it from that perspective, Corey brought it to the app, and Corey's not released any call.
Yeah.
So if you don't release the full thing, you're gonna get the most shit because you're not giving the full proof.
Yeah, because if you're not dropping the full thing, then what are you actually doing? If you're going to out something, drop the full evidence.
Basically, you're just baiting yourself out.
I think Corey's known for this, though, isn't he? When he says something, I mean, I really like Corey, but when he says something, he only gives half a story, and then everyone gets the back up with him a little bit because he won't show the full proof.
If he came on, said what he said, then released the phone call, people would have had a go at everybody, but because you're the one saying it and not showing any proof of the phone call, you're the one that's going to take the shit.
So, right, since we're on that topic, Havana, I can tell you why, and this is my opinion why. The reason why people went at Hayley is because the stuff that she does and says, right, regards to her cases, protecting children, the lines of, you know, DV and stuff like that, to sit on there and almost have that joke. I kind of felt at some point, and we spoke about this afterwards, that she was trying to almost goad something out of Corey in some aspects. But I just feel at that point, I'd be like, nah, you're a mate, I'm done.
Well, Mick, I just answered Jodie, but he had to backtrack for Lottie. He backtracked for Lottie, let's be honest, because I know Lottie hasn't been gifting him recently, but that's his income.
Yeah.
It's GG, facts.
So
it really is.
You're going to have to back your income, because if you fall out with Lottie, you're going to have to find another big gifter.
You know, and it's a pride. Listen, we've all got friends in life that we have telephone conversations with, that we go out on lunch with, and we say things that we wouldn't say on this app. There's not, and anybody says that they don't are wrong. We've all said something in a personal way that we're saying things that we generally probably wouldn't say on here. You know, that's the way it is. But when you're having that friendship, you can have that level of banter with your friend. You know where it goes. You know what level it should and should not go to. Okay. At the same token, when you're on here, that level shouldn't, you know, you shouldn't be releasing those personal calls. You shouldn't be doing it. Like I said, only reason that she recorded is one of two options. One, she was scared, right? Knowing that he records calls, so she done it. Or two, it was for backup in case anything was misconstrued or clipped or anything like that at a later date.
You know what people are missing though as well in this whole story? The fact that she said, I call my friends nonsense all the time.
I was just going to say that. Like,
are we missing that fact?
Yeah,
Gigi, I've had calls with you on WhatsApp. Jodie, I've had calls with you. Do we call each other nonsense? No.
It's not something that would ever come out of my mouth. It's like me ringing my mods chat and going, Oh, I think you're all like having a nonce conversation. Who even has a conversation that includes the word nonce in?
Who even throws that word around? That's just not acceptable anyway, is it?
And again, on this side of TikTok, we've watered it down so much that people think it's okay to say that.
Yeah, we
Like
have.
a joke about
With
calling somebody a
absolutely
nonce.
no proof, and that can literally scar someone's life, can't it? If you're calling
You know
them
what
that.
calling somebody a nonce is? Like, it's the worst crime you could possibly do.
Yeah.
And we're just chucking it around like it's, oh, you're a cunt. Like, calling somebody, see you next Tuesday.
Yeah, 100%. We can't. If we're going around labelling people, okay, we're labeling them incorrectly. Like I said, if you're going to go at something, come up with facts, man. Come up with the evidence. Come up with the proof. Come up with the show. Because again, it just runs as a story. It runs as a story, and that's what the fucking thing is.
But to be fair, Havana just said something in the comments why wasn't Cara and Alex bothered that she recorded it. They're not. I don't know why they're not bothered. I don't know. Is it because they all record calls and it's just normal behaviour within this friendship group?
It's mad. But is that, like, you know what, right? Even though I have grievances with a lot of people, these people are not the actual friends for each other. They throw each other under the bus so fucking quick. It's mad to me.
Yep.
Like, Alex, we all know he will go ham for his friends,
Yeah.
right? But not all of them dropped him straight away. In my bag, there's £20. Take 10 out. Sorry,
I thought that as well. I think people drop Alex when it suits them.
Well, we were saying this the other week, wasn't we? Because we've like got a close group on here, but we'd never throw each other under the bus. We'd rather address it in private than on here.
So again, do you know what I think with these FYP hosts? And I'm like a part-time, not really an FYP host. But none of them are true friends. I think Luke and Miss Red are. I think Pearl and Dan are. But the rest, nobody gives a shit.
But again, I think... Sorry, go on, Fraser.
But we said this morning, though, Gigi, that if I done something wrong, you would call me out.
Of course, I'd call you and see you next Tuesday.
Would that end our friendship? No, it wouldn't.
Probably not. But if you were speaking on children and having this nonsense talk, my
Then
God,
yes.
I'm getting blocked from my phone.
Yes, 100%.
And I think that's the difference with people who have morals and people
Yes.
who don't. Like, stop excusing your friend's bad behaviours. Like, stop saying, I've told that person to stop saying it. No, sir, actually, I don't agree with it. Fuck off.
Yeah.
I'm stepping away.
Straight up. No, that's what we were saying, Jodie, as well. Like, if they're your friends, you don't record your friends, do you? Like, you don't do that. What would you need to do it for?
Because these
But
are
that's what I said. It goes back to it. It goes back to the fact that you're doing it for 2 reasons and 2 reasons only.
trying to get one up on everybody. Like, if you listen to Haley, it's like she's trying to get something out of Cara and she's trying to get him. Basically, I feel like she was trying to get him to play the recording of the call. And even he said, I'm going to have to put it on the Apple Mac and I'm going to have to like blow it up so you could hear properly because there wasn't much to hear on the call.
Yeah.
And it's like she was goading him to say something. So then she'd have it to give to Alex, I think. To give to Alex, then got Alex, look, you've got this one up on him.
See, the other thing is as well, is if you've recorded a conversation, right, that you've had and you want to keep it, why are we giving it to a group of mods?
She's giving it to mods for one reason only, because she knows it's going to get out.
So...
And if her mod drops it and puts it on TikTok, she ain't going to get the backlash.
That comes from someone else.
She's not dropped it.
Yeah, it comes from someone else and then
It's a third party to cover her own skin. But it didn't come from me. I didn't put it out there.
You know, I think that's the biggest thing. CA reacts to what Dan said last night, and Hayley jumps in the box to defend herself after Dan says she's a bad mother.
All right, I'll be it.
Okay. So why isn't this being called out? Are we really going to ignore the words coming out of his mouth? No matter what we think of people, you should never bring their trauma or DV into it. Are you big creators still going to keep defending this or actually call it out?
Now what?
Hang on.
We did call it out yesterday.
Yes, we did.
But because we're a smaller room and we've had a break from FYP, nobody notices what the fuck we say in our room. Our
Yeah.
opinion doesn't
But they
matter.
don't even care anymore, though, as well, Gigi, because they're like, okay, we're superior to him. Only our opinions matter.
Yeah.
Not everyone's opinion should matter, and especially people who are parents' opinions should matter on this situation.
Especially
Agreed.
if you're a parent. How can
Agreed.
anyone sit silent when you're a parent? And if you've got the big enough cahoots to get in people's boxes all the time, you've got the big enough cahoots to call shit out.
Agreed. 100%. 100%. So let's talk. And like I said, you can have your opinion on it. You can say how it is, but the same token, you're gonna have to almost go. Hang on. You know, we're friends. What you've said is wrong. Okay, I disagree with it. I don't stand by you on that conversation.
We say friends, as in like these people have all met up and hang out. Some of them have. But 90% of the app don't know each other from Adam.
Yeah,
Not
true.
through a screen.
Yeah, true. That's all right. Let's carry on.
To listen here because DUI Duck Lip Stan says that he is going to make me unalive myself. So just listen.
Out when an alcoholic is saying something like that, I didn't sit here and bawl my eyes out, and that was something I should have fucking probably never said.
but it said, you know, it's like woulda, shoulda, coulda. Do you know what I mean? When you think that, I know you say that people aren't your friends on the app, but when
I'm glad it died.
you for it, do you know what I mean? So you said stuff. But in hindsight now, you're like, oh shit, I shouldn't have freaking said that. But it's said. But even if you did cry your eyes out over your baby,
Who's that picture meant to be?
to do with it anyway? What's it got to do with anything on this freaking app? Do you know what I mean? It pisses
You will,
you know,
babes.
I mean, yeah.
Let me tell you, I'm going to be a bit later tomorrow, but she's going to have a reaction tomorrow.
Yeah, do it tomorrow. It reminds me so much.
Say that again, though.
This is bullshit, right? Because if you bring shit to the app, it's got everyone then has a right to have an opinion on it.
Listen, if you're a big creator, you know people are going to record you.
So if you're sat there out in all your business on this app to a bunch of strangers that couldn't care less about you, then people will have an opinion.
Yep.
Stop bringing all your trauma to the app. Like, these people are therapists. They can't flipping help you.
Yeah, no one can help you. You know. And again, if you are having struggles with that and your mental health and everything else, walk away. Doesn't have to be, you know, at that time. You don't have to walk away for good. Don't have to do anything. Go sort yourself out.
You don't even have to walk away. Just stop opening your mouth online. Like, if you don't want people to say something about you, be quiet.
Let's be quiet, Joyce.
You don't hear me sat here talk about my personal business day in, day out to a bunch of strangers that don't flipping know me.
Yep. Yep, I agree with you 100%. Thank you ever so much for the follow. Right, here we
I'm
go.
not going to judge you.
Just guys, can we please send heart me's and a few popular gifts? Like, don't be cheap.
I know nobody's tapping the screen. He's only at 10.2k likes. Come on.
Oh my God, Alicia, send me a galaxy and I'll be your best friend again.
Alicia needs to send me a galaxy. I'm not well, Alicia.
Thank you for the populars, guys. Much appreciated. Alicia, you just followed me. Wow. Thank you for the heart, me. Thank you so much. Right, let's carry on.
As if Alicia was a follower.
And
You don't even know. Well, if I remind you of your baby father, then he must have been the power
I
bottom.
don't talk about it in my life.
Power bottoms on these ways.
Through it.
To bash my head in, he can go and say, you know, whatever the fuck he wants about DV, and you just cannot respond back. He will make you unalive yourself.
You done a poll.
Yeah, get trashed by the hair, pulled. What did he say? A good skull pulling was in his comments. He said, yes, she does deserve a good skull pulling.
Is she for real?
That's what it was said.
Oh, I can't. Do you know when it comes to CA, right? I can't talk about her as phrase. You're going to talk about her because I'm not talking about someone that's just an AI image.
Wow. Take that back. Take
Right,
that
listen.
back.
She has no relevance. When she
What he
says
said
AI.
again, was wrong. Don't agree with it. Shouldn't happen. Should not happen. No one should be on those process. Hang on, where is it?
Right, listen to this. You know, back in the days, we allowed Corey to say all this stuff to everybody and didn't stop it, like nip it in the bud straight away. And now Dan's doing the same thing and no one's nipping it in the bud. So mark my words, what Corey has done to everybody else, this is exactly what's going to happen with Dan.
It will be sat here in a year's time and everyone will be saying the same things about Dan.
Yeah. And because people are covering it up and saying, okay, we've said whatever we need to say, everyone's going to be crying and stuff. The same thing. It's rinse and repeat. And I'm sorry, the first person who's going to get it, like happened before, is misread.
Yeah.
Because everybody uses and abuses that woman and just fucks her off straight away.
Yes, I agree.
I agree with that as well.
I agree with that statement. I do feel that she's put in almost an impossible situation sometimes.
Pulled in all angles. That's one person, and everyone pulls her in all angles, and then they become friends with everyone, and she's left on her own.
To be fair, obviously I like misread, but she must be allowing people to do that to her because she shouldn't allow it to happen if she's had it done before to her, should she? We're all adults on here.
So how far, right, so this is my next question. So how far is too far before those people that sit around other people remove themselves?
Guys, I think we've already gone too far on this app.
Yeah,
We've already
too far.
We've already hit the bottom of the barrel. We are bottom barrel. This is bottom barrel lives. Like live streaming. We've already hit the bottom deck.
So why do we
I'd rather be at the bottom here than be where people are allowing doxing, talking on DV and everything else. I'd rather be here, sat here.
Yeah.
So why is it still being allowed? Why?
Well, it's still allowed because people fear this app so badly. But if they speak out, they're going to be doxxed. They're going to have their life put out there. They're going to have family members targeted. Trolls are going to ring people to people's houses. People are going to turn up. That's why, because a lot of the viewers don't want to say fuck all. But then the viewers are mixy as well because the viewers still go into the rooms that they don't like.
Yeah.
And
So what we're saying is that it's okay now to use fear as a weapon to say the vilest things.
Well, that's what it seems like on here, doesn't it?
It's a big fear on this app. People don't want to get in people's rooms and say stuff because a majority of creators now block people if you go against them or their friends. You get blocked, you get muted. You can't say this about that person. You can't say that about that person because a friend goes, but you can't speak about them like that. Don't talk about them.
So then,
Opinion.
so then we go to the next level. Should it not then, the people that go into those people's lives and the commenters, the gifters, are they not the one that's then feeding it?
Well, the gifters do, yeah, because this app thrives on drama. Let's be honest, if there's something kicking off, they will pay to watch it.
Yeah, agreed. So it's everybody's responsibility.
It's everybody's, but this app, that's just the way it goes. You've got something kicking off in your room, you pay well. You've got a storyline, you pay well. People that speak up don't get paid at all.
Do you know what I mean? You can't. I think we need to realise that now, if someone's going to go at somebody, we can't no longer firefight for people in some aspects.
But you can't, and in that aspect, you know, when you're backing people though, and you're backing your person so hard, like just say it's like Team Corey, and they're going against the creator, like say they're going against Angie, Corey could become friends with her next week, and then you look like a cunt.
Yeah, 100%. That's a big problem on here.
Have your own mind, have your own opinion, and make your own judgments, not what the creators say or do and think. Have your own judgment on people.
You know? And I say it again, those people that are on here, I think a lot of people are very different to who they are offline, I do believe.
Well, we're all slightly different to a persona. Because come on, you have to give a little persona. You've got to give something to engage the audience. We're all a bit different off the app. Actually, I don't think I am, to be fair. I'm exactly the same.
Yeah, I say how it is. I'm not going to muck around. I say what I say, and that's it. Do you know what I mean?
I am exactly the
Yeah,
same.
but I get what he means, though. Some people are totally different on here, and then when you meet them, they're so different. Look at when we went out, like, people wasn't upfront as they are on air, was they?
No, because for them people, this is a job.
Yeah, it's
So
just
they have to cause arguments, and they have to keep arguments going, and they have to keep drama going because drama sells.
Do you think people continuously have drama with one creator to keep their rooms going, to keep people hooked? Because if they've got no one to argue with, they've got no content.
That's exactly the same. I can say I've been guilty of it with Delusive. I've camped Tudor because I know it brings in the views.
Yes, agreed.
I've camped to Delusive. I've carried on arguments with Delusive because it brings in the views, not the cash in my aspect because I don't get paid on this app. I make £4 a day. But I've done it because it brings in the views sometimes.
I'm going to be honest with you. If I had someone coming in now, there was a big creator, right, that people didn't like, and I went at them toe to toe, and I said the lowest of the low, I would get more gifts for doing that, right, than what I'm doing right now.
That's what I mean. Like our FYP for us, I'll just say we're probably the lowest paying FYP on here, but we're not as established as them lot. They get thousands of views, but
Do you think it's because you lot have morals?
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, if you went in on them, then you'd probably get a bit bigger. That's what I was saying the other day in the room. If you do the worst on your page,
Anna.
But I guess even when we have gone in on people and we have said things to people, it still doesn't pay because we don't have a big enough name again above the door.
That's and that's it again. And I think I'm.
Oh, thank you, babes.
I like the fact that we can say how it is, right? I like the fact that we're not being personal on a level to people. We're saying how it is. We don't have to have an argument or a discussion. An argumentative discussion. Because the moment you do that, you're kind of falling flat on what you're actually trying to achieve.
Well, I can't always say that because sometimes my mouth runs away with myself, and I'm a bit of a gobshite sometimes. And I say things that go the back.
I've never gobbed at anyone. I don't understand what she's talking about.
I'm a bit of a gobshite, and I can say sometimes things that people might think that's a bit below the belt. That was a nasty comment.
But then I think sometimes when you're pushed to it, and it's however you decide. I've gone at people and said shit, but I'm more of the other way. I like to be more factual, and I'm more.
You're a bit more calculated, aren't you? You know what you're saying.
I see things on a different side of things. I don't know whether it's. I don't know if it's my ADHD or my FND or whatever it is, but my thought process is very, very different. And I know that half the people on here wouldn't have the same energy if you were standing in front of them.
Whereas my ADHD sends me to cunt mode straight away, and I just get angry straight away.
Yeah, but
I've never heard you lot use your illnesses as an excuse for your behaviour. Do you know what I mean?
I always come and say, if I'm a seeing next Tuesday, that's me. It's got nothing to do with my ADHD. It's me just being a seeing next Tuesday.
I don't think I should ever use my condition or my illness or anything like that for any form of argument. No, I don't feel that I should ever do that.
It's not
because what's the absolute point in it? Thank you, Havana. What's the point in it? What am I achieving? What do I want? Pity votes? Do I want to then sit there and people go, "Oh, you're trauma dumping"? I've said my shit. I know what I've got. I know who I am in my life, and that's the way it goes. Many people won't know I've got Tourette's because I don't normally talk about it unless I'm talking to friends about it.
It's because we don't spill our guts on the app, Fraser.
Yeah, that's it. That's the whole thing. Do you know what I mean? And that's the whole fucking problem. Is that then, but it's like somebody just said, but people still sit with them. But then that's again that we can only do what we can do. And if we want to sit there and have a discussion, like we're now talking about the FYP, we're going through clips, we're having that level of discussion, right? And to me, I do feel that sometimes this is what an FYP should be.
They're doing an amazing job.
TG is gonna have to come over when I do it on my side. She's gonna have to get her in the box at 1 o'clock.
So
I'm at work now.
So for next week, while everyone talking about it, from next week, I'll be live from 5 till 7. It's going to be a whole mixture of things. We're going to have level of debates. We're going to have a bit of fun, a few games and stuff
I
like
love
that.
a debate. I love
Fraser,
debate talk.
why are you doing that when I was just plugging our FYP? You start plugging your own show.
This is my.
Gotta be out for yourself on this app, darling.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I've always had Fraser's back. Fraser, we're going to fall out.
Well,
Please quickly say sorry to us.
Listen, I love your morning gossip rooms. I absolutely love
I
them.
don't do them anymore, Fraser, because I'm giving my effort to you and the FYP. You can't.
Kaz wants a box. Box for Kaz.
Gossip Girls, 1 o'clock FYP, guys.
As if you
Well,
get in the
Fraser won't
box.
mind.
Many
Kaz
people
gets in the box.
is their job and stuff. But right, can I just ask, right, using the P word live, he's excusing it because he has lived in on who's did
Because I called out someone using the P word to court assassin. And I said that's totally not acceptable. And like everyone goes on about the N word, we should have the same emphasis on the P word.
Thank you, Gossip Girl.
Yes, listen.
The same level of category.
There is no difference. Just because if it comes from a different ethnicity, right, makes it no difference than using the N word.
Who's Jake Bucknell? And I'm sorry, Egyptians are Arabs, they're not Pakistanis, so...
I was going to say they're totally different, aren't they?
Yes, they're totally fucking different.
Yeah.
But why
And this is another thing. I heard this the other day, right? And this really pissed me off, and I said something. This guy turned around and said, "Oh, you Asians." What the fuck?
What do you mean by you Asians? I don't get that.
What does that mean? Where are you going at? Asia is a continent. What the fuck? What are you
I don't get it when people go you blacks or you Asians. Who are you defying? Who's
it's because what I've realised on this app that the people's education is lacking. That's one thing that I don't understand, because in the UK we all have to go through the same curriculum. So why are some people so fucking lower class? It's unreal. Like, sort your fucking... Can you put Kaz in the box, please?
Yes, one of the mods in there can do it, I'm sure.
It is ignorance as well.
It's ignorance. It's uneducated ignorance. It's your ignorance not to go and get educated. It's your ignorance not to learn cultures. It's your ignorance not to learn other people's things. Listen, over the last year, I've gone and spent more time with other people. Okay, and other rooms, different side of TikTok, and I've learned to understand and appreciate different people's opinions.
You mean Nitty Talk?
Okay, no, not even just Nitty Talk. There's different things. You know, it's like go and listen to someone when they're standing up for racism, right? Because when you're listening to someone standing up for racism, regardless of, I'm a bald white guy. If I hear something that's racist, I will say it.
But this app does not care, because look, when I was defending Pearl, I had like 800 people in my room. Soon as we got down to nitty gritty about race, and 2 educational people came up, gave history, everybody left, and I went down to 60 people.
It's like I learned something the other day, that African Americans, right, do not know their heritage and where they originate from. And they were so shocked that people from in England know their heritage and their background.
Just don't know. When it comes to race, I just don't think this app gives a shit.
No, they don't.
They don't care. They say they care. They say they care just because they have to point scores.
Yeah, it's just to fire up alive and go, you was racist, you was racist, you was racist. That's all it is.
Sorry, 2 seconds, Alicia.
Oh, now you want to put Alicia in the box, but you didn't want to put Kaz in.
No, I literally didn't see Kaz come up.
Wow. So justice for Kaz.
Imagine not wanting the biggest box hopper ever.
Alicia, you're getting I'm doing Feral Awards on Friday, guys. She's been nominated for one.
Oh, I can't wait. I just wanted to say, like, in regards to racism, so when obviously all the Pearl stuff happened and people were trying to speak about it and it all went on and on, people didn't want to hear about it. They didn't want to know. But then if you say to those same set of people, if you say, like they get upset when someone says, "Oh, you lot," meaning like you group of people, not you white people. They want to be
Yeah.
up in arms when something's said about, "Oh yeah, but you're white," blah blah blah, whatever. They're all up in arms. They want to speak about racism that doesn't exist to white people, by the way. And
No,
then
no.
they'll be like, you'll be talking about something like Palestine, and they'll be like, "Well, what about what's happening in Nigeria?" Not one of them cares about anything that's happening in any of the African countries. And it pisses me off that they use these people who are going through literal genocide to try and point score, because it's, you know, it just winds me up a lot.
I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100%. And that's where I've changed, not changed me as a person, but changed my process of learning and understanding and educating myself and just taking that time, because I think it's important that we all say, like we need growth as humans, and we always do. But when we're sitting there and you're listening to some of these conversations, the ignorance that's come out of someone's mouth that has no idea and knows nothing,
People crying about YT is wild to me. People, like the stuff that comes out of people's mouths on this app, and I can't believe that this is the way people think in 2026. And it's like, people just don't care. And there's nothing wrong with learning other people's cultures, whether you have mixed race children or a friend who's black or whatever it may be. Even if you know no people of color, like I grew up in a village where everyone was white, and I still took the time to educate myself, because unfortunately this is something that happens in every day-to-day life, and it's a very multicultural world right now.
I grew up.
There's nothing wrong with it.
I grew up, my next door neighbour, his mum and dad, they originate, both of them from Pakistan. I grew up with the whole family. I cannot tell you the amount of times that I spent around their house we would sit there, she'd do us dinner, and they would treat us exactly the same, and we understood things and learning things, and it's still about it. Now, somebody said something the other day, that, you know, this is now, right, I'm using the word 2025 because we're a couple of days into 2026, that we've not moved forwards. No, we've gone backwards.
I said that to you.
Yeah, we've gone backwards. We have gone backwards. We're now associating, we heard this earlier on, that if you are a black woman or a brown woman or anyone, we're now associating with wearing wigs.
Yeah, I know.
Leave my wig out of this.
But it's microaggressions. It's the same as like when Top Go argues with people, and someone will start talking about curry or, you know, something along those lines, and nobody says fuck all. Nobody has the same energy, and people should have the same energy for Asian people or whatever ethnicity.
But then people don't understand why I go so high. I get worse with my words is because, hang on a minute, people have said something to me, but you're forgetting what they've said, but you're only focusing on what I've gone to retaliate back to them.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it does cockapoo. It really does. Like, it just shows you how, because I don't really have ignorant people around me like that. And it's mad that there are ignorant people strolling the streets right now.
You know what makes me laugh, right? And there's somebody's just put a comment. When you walk past someone that's Pakistani or Indian, and they make a comment about the smell, no one goes up to an Italian person or a French person and say they smell of garlic and onions. So why do we have to go at that level? Why are we using those levels and they are microaggressions 100%. Why are we doing that?
Yeah, it's stereotyping, and it's microaggressions.
Do you know what I mean? It's fucking wrong, and people need to understand that those people in the comments that do that are a real fucking issue that support the people that will quite happily use the P word and the N word.
It happened in Pearl's room to me the other day. I was in the comment section, minding my own business, and somebody asked me and goes, "The only thing I find funny is the fact that you're wearing a wig. That's funny." And I was just like, "Is that you trying to be racist towards me and my hair?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like indirect racism for me."
But even then, that could be like, they don't realise the connotations behind going a woman of colour who's wearing a wig. They don't understand the microaggressions there. But that's just a quick Google, you know, because it's no one's job on here to educate anyone on anything. And I just think people need, if you're going to be around different races, then educate yourself a little bit. When you hear someone saying, "Oh, that's a microaggression," go and look up what that means. There's examples all over the internet.
But then when people do try to educate people on this fucking stupid app. They're like, we don't want to be educated. We don't want to hear about racism. It's like, well, you can't win. You either want to learn about it or you don't. You want to carry on with your shitty behavior, or you want to change. But nobody wants to change on this app. People allow the shittiest of shit behavior on this app.
I was just about to say that.
It
People
brings
choose
money.
not to.
It brings money. At the end of the day, this app's about money.
Yeah. And people choose not to be different. People choose not to be better. Do you know what I mean? There are certain things in life that we don't have choices in. But when you have choices to be better and do better, and you refuse to do that, then you are one big part of the problem.
Yeah, you know what? I've had loads of things being said to me on this app, but yesterday was a new one. Alicia, you might understand this a bit better because obviously you are half Muslim. What does Mickey Muslim mean?
I've never heard that in my life.
Is that not an offensive word?
I honestly, this is another thing that got said
Is that
to me.
like a Mickey Mouse Muslim, like a
explain
fake
that.
Muslim?
I don't know.
Yes,
I think
yeah,
it means like
basically.
Mickey Mouse Muslim.
Yes, that's exactly what it means. So when you're saying something, you're just you're a Mickey Mouse, it means you're fake. It means you're not portraying a real person in a sense. You're taking the mick, right?
Oh God, I'm gonna tell my mum that I'm a Mickey Muslim.
I thought it was offensive because my
Mashallah.
sister's a Muslim and she's been called a Mickey Mouse Muslim.
Oh really? See, I've never been called it. That was in my live yesterday. Mickey, are you a Mickey Muslim?
So that again, those people that don't want to do it again and are quite happily and free. Do you know what the scary thing is? How quickly it runs off of people's tongues.
Yeah, it's the first thing people resort to. Like I see it with Paige. If Paige is arguing, more often than not, people will straight away go for a race. Same as Torian, same as Top Girl, any person of colour. Like people go for low-hanging fruit and straight away it's something to do with their colour or their culture or religion or whatever it may be. And I just think there's so many words in the English language. It shows your lack of education, your lack of intelligence when you're just going for low-hanging fruit, when you can
No, I agree.
pull people up on their
I think it's-
grammatical skills.
And I think it's just people just need to fucking take a moment and look at the bigger picture on it. That if you see it, man, just fucking call it out.
Yeah, but you call stuff out and then they'll be like, well, what about when this person said this in 1926? What about when this person said this on TikTok? This person said this. Like, you're never able to just call something out without everyone else being thrown into it.
Why do people? And this is another thing that pisses me around. We're okay to understand and acknowledge and respect what's happened in the past, but if we're going to keep going back with arguments about the past, then we're not going to improve the future.
You don't need to compare hate crime to hate crime.
No, you don't.
Fraser, I'm going to jump down. My throat's killing again.
Oh, I don't know.
I'll be in the comment section. Bye, everyone.
She's got a Mickey illness.
I'll see you later.
I love it. Mickey illness.
Oh my God, Charlie, do you know when I'm in debate talk and people are going at me and their grammar's always appalling and I get messages saying I'm a race traitor and all of this shit. I just correct their spelling for them and I'm like, listen, we're lucky we've got free education in this country. Utilise it, please.
This is what I don't understand. Like, we do have free education and we all have gone through the same education. I don't understand. I can't comprehend some people on this app.
And we've got spell check on our phones.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Black Pope said to me yesterday, happy birthday to my favourite culture vulture.
Oh my days. Right. Okay. Does anybody else want to have a say on it, or we're all right?
Oh, Jodie's here. Everyone press ×2.
Jodie's here to trauma dump.
Wow.
Hi, Jodie.
Wow. I feel very being H'd right now. Yes, we did go through school, but unfortunately some of us are very lazy and we can't be bothered learning proper English, okay?
Okay, that's fine.
It's because you're from Yorkshire.
But you're all right because you're not a racist.
That's
so you
true.
get away with it.
But I do speak slow, so
you do.
6 and 2 threes. I'm just fighting for all the slow talking, wrong spelling people that are not racist. Thank you, bye.
JD runs out and says there's trouble at mill. Right. Thank you, guys. Thank you ever so much. I really appreciate it. If there's anybody else who wants to carry on with this subject, I'm more than happy to.
Well, I can't remember what the subject was at the beginning. We've just gone on to.
Yeah, we just went on to that side. We were talking about standing with people and in lives that say the worst and how.
Wait, Fraser, Rubber Duck's not happy with you.
Why is she not happy with me? What have I done now?
She just said, Fraser, I'm not happy.
Why is she not happy?
What have you done to her?
I have no fucking idea, Alicia.
And Cockapoo didn't wish me a happy new year, just to let everyone know.
When did I not have your back?
Wow, Fraser.
Well, there you go. No idea. We'll talk about it off the app. Yeah.
Fraser, get back to our FYP.
Yeah.
Oh, is this your FYP?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I'm going back to the cold. Bye.
Bye.
I do not. Why are we saying we bully Shan? Right.
Are you meaning to tell me that Top Girls took over Gossip Girl?
100% for today. Anyway, Tracy, hold on, Sandy, hold on. Let Kaz speak.
Right, Kaz.
Oh dear me, just put me in the spot.
Only 170 people, Kaz. What's up?
You know what? I've just been listening on how you're saying about people talking on here, right? Everyone's got allowed to speak, but I think we all know the right from wrong in life. Most of us are adults, and we've got to learn and understand some things you can't say.
Yes.
On it. You know what I mean?
Well, I think in general. I think there's certain things in general.
I disagree with that in a way, though, because we do all make mistakes, don't we? But I just don't think they should be dragged on.
The biggest thing is that with mistakes, Sandy, you can make a mistake once and you can apologise for it and say sorry. But if you say that mistake, I said this again the other day, if you make that same mistake again, that apology is null and void, and that's a choice you've made that mistake a second time.
100%, but I mean, like, we do all make mistakes. Some of us say stuff that we don't mean to say when we're angry and stuff, and it should just be dropped, I think. And if you say it again, then take it on board.
Yeah, but that's what we mean. I don't mean that way. We should learn right from wrong, and you can't carry it on. And if you carry it on, you're going to get the backlash of what you're carrying on, aren't you?
Yes, I agree. Right.
Right, thank you, girls, for your input. Freya, share next, please. Oh, this is Top Girl.
Since you're in the box,
what is this? Top Girl.
Okay, everyone mute yourself. This is an amazing post done in 10 seconds.
So this is Top Girls. Right, I'm going to pause that there because it's on a great clip. I don't know. I know from this morning's conversation, but this was tagged by Gossip Girl. So the Furrow Awards, hosted by Top Girl, TPM. The name alone triggers snowflakes. Hold on, this is going to be wild. What's it about?
Oh, this is, like Paigey Baby did the Nice Awards and, the best newcomer, the best duo. This is like the biggest beg. Can you let Gossip Girl in the box, please?
Yes. I just want to take credit for this tag.
Oh.
Because I tagged you in this.
I did credit you for it.
Thank you.
And it's like, there's 15 categories and people are going to nominate and then you can get to vote. But I feel like one of them, the biggest, Corey's Discord is called Feral Chat. It triggers me. Oh. Cockapoo has been nominated for 2 of the awards, so hopefully she does win. And there is prizes to be won, guys.
I love that. I love that. What are the prizes?
Guess what, right? So I won a £450 bottle of whiskey. I will give that to the best person, I think.
Okay, there you go.
I'm triggered because I'm not even in these awards. I've not been nominated.
You have. I've not even took the nominations out yet, Gossip Girl. Why do you think I tagged you?
Oh, I prefer you over Paigey now.
Okay.
So that's the Furrow Awards hosted by Top Girl on Saturday at 8 p.m. Okay, make sure, guys, can you do me a favour? Can you go and repost it? It's on Top Girl 2.1. Just go and repost it, because Gossip Girls reposted it. No one else has. Go repost it. Listen, if anything, it's going to be fun, isn't it?
This account, guys, so follow me up if you're not. It's going to be on my main account, which is this one. Hello, Jackie.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. I don't know if I want to play this.
Fraser, we don't do that in this room. You just play everything.
Okay, let's go with it.
Stuff on this app.
So, Lisa, BPD Lisa, joins Blaster's box, nearly causes an argument, and Blaster drops her as she doesn't think she's in the right headspace at the moment.
You know, the real stuff. And I have a lot of trust issues, a hell of a lot of trust issues. And I'm certainly not going to open up to willy-nilly on the app when I've been burnt so many times before. It's nothing to do with other people. It's a me problem. And I know that, and I'm dealing with it myself. But I can't help it when I feel like I'm being attacked. And I know at that time it feels like that. But when I'm coming round from an episode, I will see that other side of the coin. And I just feel that my intention was not to upset anyone, but I have a lot.
Thank you, Bubbles.
A hell of a lot of trust issues.
Can I you can. Stacey, go ahead, babe. No, I was just going to say, Lisa, that this all kicked off because obviously the whole BPD thing that was said to Lisa, and Lisa felt like she wasn't heard. But just Anna's been there for you, Lisa, with her wee community as well. They were looking after you. They got you the help, remember, when you took your meltdown, if you will.
Okay, I'm going to start this discussion.
I think you're better off just leaving the video there.
I'm going to say this. Should we, as people, have our conditions in our name? Does that make us easy targets?
I don't know. Because some people have ADHD pages. And some people make awareness and have I could put Gossip Girl ADHD Queen or something. Does it mean that's my whole personality?
Okay. So that's the side with BPD.
And I don't think people should be mocking it and then put it in their names oh, I've got BPD now. Do you know what it is to live with some of these conditions?
Oh, listen, I agree with you. But with some of these conditions come other conditions that will make people more vulnerable than others. Some people are not as strong. Some people are not as well versed in standing their ground. They find it a struggle to expel their emotions, and I think that's...
But if you say that to a person...
There's a question
about having BPD in your name.
Should we have BPD in our name? Does it highlight our conditions that people feel that it's okay then to use?
No, because I've been sectioned for bipolar. I suffer it every single day, and I don't think there's any harm putting it in your name, but I think on this app, especially on this side of the app, I think people will use your mental health, or then you can use it as an excuse for your bad behavior. And I don't think it should be what's the point? Why are you telling people you got bipolar? Do you know what I mean? I don't get it.
Okay, so I'm going to say, this might be a bit controversial. When it comes to having BPD in your name and you have a crash out, is that then well, I've got BPD, I've got BPD.
It's not an excuse, no, but certain mental illnesses do drive you to do certain things.
Yes, I agree.
Can I use all my bad behaviour on this app as my bipolar as an excuse?
No.
No, not as an excuse, no, but sometimes, you can't control your emotions, with my ADHD, and this is not me trying to say anything, but I go from 0 to 100 real quick.
I think it's a good thing having it in the name.
And it makes me go really angry really, really quick.
So I personally think if it's in your name, there's kind of a reason and excuse, and I totally get and understand it. and also a level of awareness. And I think it all depends on where you sit on TikTok as a whole. I think if you're in a side that is very toxic, I think in a side that's very, very direct and you can be attacked for having views and opinions. I think it can be one of those things.
I don't think it should be used against you.
No, I agree. I totally agree.
Use my autism and my ADHD against me.
And let me say it as well, no one should ever be asked to show proof in the sense of having that bipolar or any of those sides, you know what I mean?
And then, when people say about being victim, if you ask these people with conditions, I'd never say, I'm like vulnerable because I've got autism or ADHD. We don't like to be classed as vulnerable.
No.
Because you've got a condition.
And not everyone is. Listen, and with these conditions, don't forget there are different levels that you have on there, right?
Like people drop you from the boxes and go, well, you're a vulnerable person. Well, that person might not feel vulnerable. That person might want to get their opinion out there. Just because you've got a condition does not make you vulnerable.
No, I agree with that.
I agree with that. Like, I'm quite a private person because, to be honest with you, I think anything that you put out on this app, people are going to use against you no matter what.
Yeah.
I actually agree with Bazza as well. Like, people can have whatever they want in their name. I don't really care. Bipolar doesn't define you. Listen, it's so fucking hard to live with bipolar. Like, it's hard. I honestly,
Yeah, I know. I get that. I don't want people to feel that you have to talk on it.
When these people mock stuff, I just wish they took a day in their life to go with to be in somebody's brain that actually has these conditions, because it's not as black and white as people make out. It's not just, I've got BPD, I've got bipolar, I've got autism.
Not at the moment, Rach. Not at the moment. We will do in a bit.
It's an actual daily struggle, and these people mock it like it's nothing.
Yeah, I agree.
Can I just say, even though you've got all these illnesses that you've got, right, people should know the right from wrong.
And I'm also going to say, yeah, I agree with you. And when you watch this clip, right? I don't know how long it is. When you watch this clip, something was done that should be done in a lot of times. Because when someone's becoming emotional and you're trying to have a conversation and you can see they're struggling, it's not the right time to have that discussion. I think it's the right thing to do.
I get that, but maybe ask the person if they want to be dropped. Because sometimes that person, even though they're emotional or whatever, they still want to get their point across. It's up to the individual.
Yeah, listen to the rest of the clip.
That's how I feel anyway.
Yeah, listen to the rest of the clip.
Just said that these women in this box are ruining mine and your FYP. But go ahead, for your shame.
Then you came back, but then you came back on the app, and we were seeing you and Corey's comments still going on about it, and then we seen you and Sophie Bailey's comments still going on about it. And it was just as if though you were trying to keep it going on, and see there comes a point where you have to take control of your own mental health and your own.
And that's what I was doing.
But don't put yourself in situations that you know that you cannot handle yourself with your mental health. Do you see what we're trying to say with you, Lisa?
Yeah, but I wasn't actually going into boxes all week. It was yesterday was the first day that I had got into a box because I felt like I had to be silent, and it has really, really knocked me for 6 this week. And now I look like the right dickhead.
And you, Nick. I think what it is when you place your trust in a lot of people on this app, it does backfire. This isn't me like slating anyone, but when you put your trust in a lot of people on this app, it does backfire, especially when you confide in people.
Can I just say something there? Why are we trusting complete strangers on the internet?
That was my whole point. Yeah.
Why are we trusting complete strangers on the internet that we have never met?
Yeah.
I find that a bit weird to me. Why are you going to tell complete? I know you might build friendships and that, but don't spill your guts to people you don't know in I'd say real world, because this is not the real world. This is just AI. We're all AI at the moment.
Listen, even though we turn around and say, even we said there, we don't like to have a level of classing people as vulnerable with conditions. Okay.
Thanks.
All of us are vulnerable, but sometimes people with certain conditions gravitate to people very heavily, and they really will attach themselves to that person because at that moment in their mind, as they see it, that they can say everything to them.
But then is that not a you problem and not a whole app problem?
I don't know.
I know that might sound a bit harsh, but if you know you get attached to people and you get close to people and you have attachment issues, is that not on you to sort out?
Yes, agree. Yeah, agree. Yeah. If it's recognised, then yes, I agree. Yeah.
Is that not for you to help out? Not for the whole app to go around basically protecting you and trying to help you. Do you get what I mean? I don't want to sound too horrible, like not to baby you.
I'm going to say I'm honoured. Hi, Blaster.
Hiya, can I just clear something up? I hadn't been on the app for about 4 or 5 days, so I didn't know exactly what had happened or what was going on, but I was informed that she had been jumping in other people's boxes. She clearly wasn't herself. So the reason why I dropped her is because I didn't want for her to feel it was a pile-on in any sort of way.
Oh, I get that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. If I had allowed that girl to sit in my box and get emotional and get worse, then I would have been the bad one. But because I've dropped her, it's like, oh, you probably made our flare up even worse.
Can I say, you dropping her actually kind of made her go over to Just Nanas and sort it out more?
Yeah.
So people can't have that level of opinion, because I feel that at that point in time, you done what you believed is the right thing, and I believe it was the right thing. I truly believe it was the right thing, and it kind of opened the doorway for her to then approach Just Nana because of how you said that, how they were actually supporting her and she could go back and everything else. So I totally get where you're coming from.
And I've dropped people from my boxes for not sending a heart me. At least Blaster had a good fucking excuse for dropping her.
Is that not Lisa's own problem? If she wants to get in boxes, is that not her problem?
Yeah, she's an adult. Like, you can't use bipolar or borderline personality, I don't know which one she's got, as an excuse for people to mother you. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're still an adult. You still have a certain level of control. Yeah, you don't have a kind of control of your emotions, but you do have a certain level of control. Because I have control in my life when it comes to my work and my kids. But my own I dropped TG when I could see her head. Yeah, she has. Cockapoo has dropped me many times. And I think that's why I have a certain level of respect for Cockapoo, because she understands me and my emotions and when my bipolar is off the roof. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's like if I had allowed her to stay in the box and get upset, and then that's why I asked the other people to drop down. If I had allowed her to stay in the box, then it would have backfired on me and I would have been dragged for allowing it to go on for that long. So, like I say, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't on this app. Everyone will always criticise you no matter what you do.
Yeah. Ironically, you're the next clip as well.
Oh God, here we go again.
Because I think this needs to be, I haven't seen the evidence, I haven't seen anything, but I think people need to be aware of this as well.
Did I tag you in this?
Okay. Blaster says someone called Chloe, who is backing Alex Dox's children.
Huffing and puffing in my box, please. I've just been traumatised.
I don't know what's going on.
Right, you've got someone called Chloe.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of backing you and has got your back.
Yeah.
I think it's only right that I make you aware that she's been doxing kids.
Where?
Everywhere. If you ask a few people, they will. I can send you the receipts, Alex.
Yeah, if you can. Obviously, I don't know about any of this stuff.
Yeah, I can send it them. But I just wanted to let you know that just be careful, because if you've got someone like that standing in your corner, then it paints you in a bad light.
I understand. Like I said, I'd like to see the receipts, obviously, before I make any judgments and stuff, because you know what this app's like anyway.
Yeah. No, I'll send you them. No problem at all. Should